Ticker News with Aaron Young. This is Ticker Today.
Hello, thanks so much for joining me today. New trade shockwaves. President Trump threatens massive tariffs on Europe and tech giants like Apple. Could it derail fragile global agreements? Today, markets are spiraling. Optimism from the UK and China deals gives way to panic as the White House signals no interest in a compromise. The dollar slides. AI to the rescue as businesses turn to AI to decode and survive the chaos of fast-changing tariffs. Could tech be the edge in the trade war? Overseas assault, deadly Russian drone strikes hit Kyiv and beyond. The residential buildings reduced to rubble as Ukraine braces for another night of attacks. Turmoil in North Korea. Kim Jong-un watches on as a military ship launch ends in disaster. Now top engineers are behind bars after what the regime calls a national embarrassment. You are watching Ticker Today, the latest news and business moving the world. Let's get started. First today, Donald Trump has reignited concerns over trade as he threatens hefty tariffs on the EU and electronics companies if they fail to shift production to the US. The move comes as investors have begun to feel optimistic following initial trade agreements with the UK and China. The president making it clear he's not seeking a deal, leading to a global drop in equities and a decline in the dollar. Meanwhile, the EU is preparing its own countermeasures, potentially targeting billions in US exports. President Trump escalating trade tensions, threatening a 50% tariff on EU goods and a 25% levy on iPhones. The announcement unsettling global markets last week, leading to a drop in major stock indexes and a rise in the price of gold. Trump's aggressive stance stems from frustration over slow trade negotiations with the EU as he pushes for more American production. And Apple shares have fallen as well, reflecting concerns over potential price increases in production if not moved to the US. President Trump says it won't just be Apple impacted.
It would be more. It would be also Samsung and anybody that makes that product. Otherwise, it wouldn't be fair. So anybody that makes that product, and that'll start on, I guess, the end of June. It'll come out. I think we have that appropriately done by the end of June. So if they make that product. Now, again, when they build their plant here, there's no tariff. So they're going to be building plants here. But I had an understanding with him that he wouldn't be doing this. He said he's going to India to build plants. I said, that's okay to go to India, but you're not going to sell into here without tariffs. And that's the way it is.
Companies are increasingly harnessing the power of AI to manage the uncertainties brought on by President Trump's tariffs. Tech firms report that AI tools are essential for gaining insight into complex supply chains globally now, helping businesses make faster decisions about imports and materials. Salesforce has introduced an innovative AI agent capable of rapidly processing updates to tariff information across 20,000 product categories, significantly easing the administrative burden on these companies. As tariffs now impact pricing and supply routes, many firms recognize the perfect opportunity for AI to prove its value in streamlining operations and boosting resilience. Russian drones targeted Kyiv and several other Ukrainian cities early yesterday. 3 lives were lost in towns surrounding the capital, with at least 11 people injured in Kyiv itself. The attack, which struck residential areas including a 5-story apartment building and wreaked havoc across regional cities like Kharkiv, marks the second consecutive night of the aerial assaults. In Kharkiv, drones injured 3 residents. Russian forces claim to have intercepted numerous Ukrainian drones during the chaos. Severe weather warnings are impacting millions across southeast Australia as recovery efforts continue in New South Wales following the devastating floods. While floodwaters recede, a significant weather event is set to bring destructive winds and hazardous conditions, with gusts expected to reach up to 120 kilometres an hour. The Bureau of Meteorology warns that conditions may peak Monday, posing risks of fallen trees and property damage due to weakened vegetation. In addition to the high winds, parts of the northeast face unseasonal rain and cooler temperatures, prompting flood watch alerts. As Australia now braces for the severe weather, including potential snow in the Alps, communities are remaining on high alert. North Korea has detained shipyard officials following a significant accident involving a new warship during its launch. The incident, which damaged the 5,000-ton vessel, occurred in front of leader Kim Jong-un, who expressed the mishap harmed the nation's dignity. Also, experts suggesting the public nature of the failure heightened Kim's embarrassment as he sought to display military strength. Investigations have now led to the arrest of key personnel, including the chief engineer of the shipyard. There is a lot happening this week in the markets, promising to be eventful. Nvidia reporting its earnings alongside a crucial inflation update, all amid a shortened trading calendar. Key tech firms such as Salesforce, Marvel Technology, Dell, HP also poised to reveal their latest financial results too. The retail giants such as Costco, AutoZone, Dick's Sporting Goods and Temu's parent company also expected to follow suit. Investors keen to analyse the reports after a turbulent week for stocks, heightened by trade uncertainties. Also, other important economic indicators including GDP in America, the updates and also consumer confidence surveys set to capture attention as the Fed Reserve officials share insights later on this week.